Hey everybody, it's Cool Kid here, and I know I'm a little bit late with this chapter review, but still we gotta review this chapter of Attack on Titan, chapter 137. Man, this Attack on Titan chapter, and the fact that we're so close to the end of Attack on Titan, I think after this chapter we got, two chapters left, so man, it is surprising that we're so close to, the end now. But, you know what? Let's not focus on the end. Let's just focus on this great story with this great chapter, and hopefully it will lead to I'm pretty sure will lead to a great ending. I'm liking so far. So, yeah, the ending can't be too bad. Let's just focus on that now. And, I really can't think of anything else to say at the beginning part before we get into, I guess this chapter review. I guess that's really it. So, let's get into the Attack on Titan chapter review. And for a chapter review, I like saying chapter review a lot. But, this chapter starts off with a monologue. Yeah. It's kind of weird that even, me reading this the first time around, I was like, wait a minute, what? But then it all makes sense, once you finish the chapter. But, it starts with this monologue, starting with long, long ago, when nothing but mere matter existed in this world, as countless masses of some unknown things appeared, disappeared, and appeared yet again and again until one of them eventually survived. We know that as life. And then we see that this monologue's being told by Zeke with his sandcastle that, okay. I'm not sure about this, but his sandcastle looks a lot better than it did last chapter. Okay, that's what I personally think it is. Hey, who knows? But back to Zeke's monologue. He's like, the reason life ultimately survived was because it was in its nature to ultimately multiply. Life took many new forms in order to multiply, adapting to every kind of environment, eventually leading to where we are now. It sought numbers, it sought spread, it sought abundance. And so, this is to say, the purpose of life is to multiply. And let's see, it continues with the sand, these pebbles, the water. They don't seek to multiply, but life never stops in its frantic quest to do so. After all, death and extermination of a species runs counterintuitive to the goals of multiplying. And that's why we face this punishment known as fear. And that's why that child so desperately ought to avoid that. Something stronger, something larger. She gave birth to an undying body, and then she escaped the world that was free, even of death. And we got Iron Man reacts on this like, that girl, Ymir, the founder, and this is the world that is free of death. In that case, what is exactly Ymir's goal? And Zeke tells him, well, I've been spending an astonishing amount of time in here trying to understand her. In spite of all that strength that she had, she could have never defied King Fritz. Why do you think that is? For 2,000 years, she remained loyal here, obeying him. For what reason? And Zeke's like, yeah, she did it so she can feel attached to this world that she left behind. Eren was able to understand that when I couldn't. And that's why Ymir went with him. And Armin's like, okay. You have to tell me if there's some way of getting back to the, I guess, outside world from here. And Zeke's like, well, who knows? It's impossible now. And Armin's like, look, I haven't given up on anyone. And we literally see, like, in the next panel with Zeke, with his face just being like, why does it matter? Who cares? It's all hopeless now. And even Zeke's like, why? Why do you continue to multiply? To continuation of your species is so important to you? What's happening right now could be a miserable sight of life forms being controlled by fear. A kind of fear brought on by completely vital activities. And Armin's like, look, okay, my friends, they're fighting out there right now because we can still save so many people from this terror. And that's what we're doing. We're fighting fear right now. And Zeke's like, well, what could be wrong with losing that fight? You know that to live means to eventually die another day, right? And Zeke continues like, well, who knows? Perhaps one's final moments bring relief. Maybe the end of your days being multiplied, and often its namesake of multiplication without ever knowing what it means at all, feels like freedom. And then we see Armin just look on the ground, and he sees a leaf. And this leaf reminds Armin of the past. Or, well, more specifically, you know, when Eren, Mikasa, and him were kids before, you know, the wall fell and everything. And Armin's like, well, that day, the sun was starting to set. We were running to the tree on the hill, and the three of us were racing. Eren brought up the idea and took out of nowhere. Mikasa ran too, but I purposely stayed behind him, and of course I was dead last, but the breeze felt so nice, and it was warm that day. Running just felt good. And the leaves flustered everywhere. And for some reason, I thought maybe the reason I was born was so the three of us could race there. And Armin continues like, I thought the same thing when I read books on a rainy day at home. When a squirrel ate some nuts I gave to it. And, you know, we see a bunch of, you know, scenes from the past that, you know, Armin explains, like, and when we walked all around the market too, I felt that these trivial moments might actually be precious. And we got Zeke's, like, reaction being like, wait a minute, that's... And Armin's like, oh yeah, this thing, I found it buried in the sand. And Zeke's like, wait a minute, why is that thing here? And Armin responds like, who knows? But to my eyes, even if there is no need for something like this in order to multiply, it is still something incredibly precious. And we do see, I guess this is from, Zeke's point of view, the leaf that Armin's holding, it's a baseball, but no ordinary baseball, but specifically the baseball that Zeke used when he was, you know, practicing catch with, God, what's his name? I know they say his name later in the chapter, but I completely forgot about it. You know, the guy who used to be the previous Beast Titan? Yeah, that guy. Oh, God. Yeah, I know they say his name later in the chapter. But, Zeke is reminded of that moments with him. And he's like, well, you're right. Just throwing and catching and throwing again. That simple repetition. It doesn't mean a thing, but you're right. I would have rather just gone on to playing catch. And we see behind Zeke a bunch of the previous, Titan users. Yeah, all these previous Titan users that we've kind of acquainted throughout the series. Like we do see Ymir, the not the young god Ymir, the other Ymir. You know, the one that was in love with Krista or Historia or oh god, whatever. Yeah, why you gotta make this so confusing? Isayama. We do see Eren's and Zeke's dad, which I also forgot about his name. God, it's been generally a good amount of time where I had to not think about that character. We see a couple of other characters in the background that, if you pay attention, you might notice. Wait a minute. I think that's Kruger. Oh shit, that's Kruger. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. I somehow remember his name. Mm-hmm. But and Armin and Zeke notices all of them behind them. After that, we go back to, I guess, the real world or whatever. We're back against the bow with everyone on Eren's goddamn giant dinosaur titan thing. Yes, I'm still making that joke. And I will make that joke till it's all done and over. But we go to the bow and we go with Jean, Reiner, and Peak, where they're at, and we do see Peak losing her arm and looking like she's struggling to transform into her cart titan. And from the looks of it, I guess some jaw titan tries to goes and attack Peak. Jean just grabs her out of the way of the attack, and Peak's like, I can keep fighting once my arm is fixed. And Jean's like, look, you're at your limit, okay? We just need to retreat right now back to where Reiner is. And he's like, Reiner? And we see Reiner just basically pinned down to the ground and, stabbed a bunch of times. And we got I guess a previous Warhammer Titan behind him about to ready do another stab. Or no, why not? That's not a stab. He has a freaking scythe. He's about to scythe the hell out of his head. And we go from Reiner's point of view, where he sees Jean and Peck about to be eaten. But then we transition to, I guess, the other side of the battle, where, we go with Mikasa, Akane, Annie, and, that group. We see that Annie gets tackled down by one of the Titans, and all the other Titans are rushing towards Annie's female Titan, but then suddenly, out of nowhere, Berthold's colossal Titan arm just knocks out all of the other Titans going for Annie. And, everyone there notices, and Annie's like, wait a minute, Berthold? Then we transition back to the, other side of the battle, back with Jean and Peck, and the Titans that go and save them are the, previous Jaw Titan users. Yay! Woohoo! And we got another Jaw Titan user saving Reiner. It's Ymir, the Jaw Titan user, not the founder Ymir. This shouldn't be as confusing as should be, but whatever. But then we go back to Mikasa's group, and Connie's like, what the hell? Why the heck is Berthold saving us? And Mikasa's like, look, I have no idea why, but I'm not wasting this opportunity. So Mikasa just straight heads towards the piggish looking Titan from last chapter. I'll call it the pig looking Titan. And she chases after that one. And then we got a assist from Gaffy on top of Falco, shooting down the pig-looking Titan's head, or well, it's just its eye, which loses its grip, and it starts to fall down. And then Mikas cuts the jaw open, so Armin is able to get out. But this pig-looking Titan tries to, grab Armin again with the tongue. So Armin just gets almost immediately back up and just boom, throws a thunder spear at that pig-looking Titan, but is somehow still able to, grab a hold of its leg. But Connie cuts off the tongue that's attached to Armin, and Armin falls down and gets caught by Annie's female Titan. And we got Armin being like, sorry guys, I'm sorry about everything, but for right now, I think we'll be okay. And we got both Mikas kind of being like, Annie, watch out behind you. And we see, Titans surrounding them. But then we got a couple of Titans in the background, taking all these other Titans out. And we do see, I do see I believe there's one in the background that's the Kruger Titan. And we do see Eren's dad's Titan. God, I wish I remembered his name off the top of my head. But and we also see some weird sheep-looking Titan. I don't remember this from a flashback. So, and we go back on Falco with Gabby and Levi. And Gabby's like, "What the hell? The Titans are helping us?" And Levi's like, "Yeah, it seems so." And then we see on top of, I guess, Eren's spine, Zeke just growing out of it. And he's like, hey guys, over here. And Levi's like, no goddamn way. And Zeke is like, you wanted to meet me, didn't you, Levi? I can say that I wanted to do the same. And Levi's like, God damn it, it's Zeke. And we go back with, I guess, Annie's group, and all of them are being like, what the hell is going on with all these Titans? And Armin's like, well, this is thanks to Zeke, and we get, I guess, a mini flashback. Yay! And Armin's like, well, he woke up everyone who was asleep in the world of the paths where neither life or death exist. Every Eldian is connected to the paths one way or the other. I think that's because the founder, Ymir, wanted to be connected because she wanted something from us. So, yeah, this pretty much essentially confirms that, I guess, I don't know, every Titan user is just, technically forever alive with the paths. I mean, well, okay, maybe, because it's not like, an afterlife, because in this, it's like, they're not alive exactly, but they're not dead, okay? They're not dead. And continue on where Armin looks at Bertold for a minute, and Zeke looks at the previous Beast Titan user, and he says, Mr. Capsia? God, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. And he's like, our dream was never realized. I still don't think the euthanation plan was a mistake, but if it meant getting to play catch with you again, I guess I wouldn't be mind being born against after all. And Zeke looks at his dad for a quick second, and he's like, I suppose I have to thank you, Dad. And then we go with Armin, who's talking to Bertol, and he's like, I took everything from you. Your life, your powers, even your memories. That's why that I know that we can't stay here. And Zeke and Armin both say, please lend me your strength. And then we get out of the flashback and we're in the real world with Zeke, who is like, oh, what a beautiful day it is. If I only realized this earlier. Well, after all the killing I've done, I'm asking for too much. And literally, the next page, we just got Levi just decapitating Zeke once and for all. Zeke. Well, I guess at this point, Zeke is not Zeke. Well, yeah, I do mean Zeke. Zeke is officially dead and done for. And then we zoom out to see that the rumbling has stopped. The rumbling has completely stopped. All the giant wall titans have just stopped moving at all. And then we go back with Reiner's group with Jean and Peck, and while Peck and Reiner are dealing with all the times with all the other time users are helping them, Jean just runs and heads straight for the neck of the goddamn giant dinosaur Eren Titan. And he grabs the detonator, and he's like, damn you little stupid suicide blockhead. And he pushes down on the detonator, which, explodes the dynamite, which blows off the head from the neck. And then, surprise, surprise, this weird looking centipede thing grows out of the neck and tries to head towards the head so it can reattach itself, I guess. And everyone, like, oh, God damn it. It's doing that thing again. It's going after Eren's head. But then Reiner comes in to hold this centipede-looking thing. Tries to hold it down so it doesn't try to reattach itself to the head. And Jean notices a voice coming from behind him, and it's Connie, which he's on top of Falco with pretty much almost everyone else. And Connie's like, Jean, Peck, we need to get away quickly. Armin's going to blow the hell out of this place. And we got Jean being like, wait a minute, what about Reiner? And Peck's like, look, okay, the armor titan should be able to withstand the colossal titan's explosion blast. And most of all, Reiner is prepared for the consequences. To let this opportunity to get away, it would be a waste. And Jean and Peck get on top of Falco as Falco flies away from the giant Eren attack titan thing. We got Armin saying, thank you. Without all your strength, this wouldn't have been possible to stop the rumbling. And then, he has one thing left to say. He says, goodbye, Eren. And then we see a massive explosion where the Eren's attack titan is. And end of chapter. So, I guess, no, I need to say something beforehand. I did forget to, I forgot to mention this game in the video, which, whatever, but I'll just say this here. No appearance with the other guy I usually have in this video. Unfortunately, he is finding himself to understand life. Or he's just finding another pair of damn sunglasses. And also, I really didn't feel like filming him since this video is kind of late as it is. So, maybe he'll appear in the next video. But, back to, discussion at the end. I'm actually kind of surprised no one really died. I mean, well, Zeke is most definitely dead. We also got who else? Obviously, Eren. He's definitely going to die. Definitely dead by the end of this. If not next chapter, he's probably barely going to cling to life to, ultimately just say, I don't know, Eren's final words or something. But yeah, no one else really died. Now the question is Reiner going to live or not? Because, honestly, I could see Reiner living and also him dying. I could easily see that going either way, because for him to die the same with Eren. I mean, personally, I think that would be perfect, and especially we got Reiner, a character who's been essentially almost the entirety of I guess the post time skip trying to kill himself, but yet he somehow lives. And this would be a perfect moment. But for him to live, I think I think I personally would be, fine with that. I'll be fine with that. And also, I guess a real surprise was no one else really died. Like, I was sure Peck was going to die. Maybe Connie, maybe Jean. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Mikasa dies. Levi was the biggest one. Like, I was completely surprised that freaking Levi did not die. I swear to God, I thought Levi was just going to straight up die in this battle, but surprise me. Hey, I mean, personally, I could see some people looking at this like, like, oh my God, these characters are not dead. It obviously means this manga's worse. Now, I mean, throughout, leading up to this battle, many characters have just straight up died, as, we've seen. Never forget Hanj. Never forget Hanj. You don't mind if you just, yeah. See. He doesn't mind, but, yeah, never forget Hanj. Hanj died. So, yeah, but still, I don't think if, the lack of deaths make this, any worse, but, I still liked it. And, yeah, what else should I discuss about this chapter? I mean, I could talk about at the beginning this, essentially this whole philosophy versus Zeke's like, look, only existence is to multiply, and that creates fear. What's the point of living? Let's just end it all. And then we got Armin being like, look, it does matter. All these precious little moments do matter. They are important. It's not like, it's not like every little thing we do is not important. It is important. Which, personally, if I were to pick who way I agree more, I probably would. Yeah, personally, I probably agree with Armin. Armin much better. Yeah, I probably would agree much so. And my man, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would, especially those people who think that Armin is the main character. I mean, I mean, like, here's my thoughts on that. I see reasoning, maybe. I mean, I can't give you a definitive yes, but it's definitely not no. But yeah, dude, this chapter, honestly, when I first read this chapter, I was like, what the hell is it going for? But then, it honestly went a direction that personally, I didn't see how this battle, the ending the way it is, but yeah, it definitely did surprise me. But yeah, with all the previous time users helping, and with the paths, with all these people still being alive or not, that was confusing me a little bit. Like, so, like, the time users, okay? So they never technically die, because they're not dead in the past. It's not an afterlife. It's not an afterlife, so they're not dead, but they're not alive exactly. weird and strange. Weird and strange. But, yeah, I guess I could talk about what might happen in the next two chapters. Personally, what I think is going to happen is next chapter is going to be, I guess, an end to this, and the battle could continue for a little bit more, but I think the battle is mostly done. And plus, we're not, I believe, next chapter, even if the battle continues next chapter, it's not going to, spend like most of the chapter, maybe like a 25%. I could see that something like that happening, but most likely, Eren dies, or Eren, I don't know, says his final words or something as he dies, or something like that. So we'll get that, and we'll get a conclusion to everything, and that's happening around the world right now with pretty much almost essentially, because even though we stopped the rumbling, a lot of people still died, because a lot, because at this point I wouldn't be surprised if a majority of peoples across the land have died. Not everyone, so yeah, but at least it's stopped over, and I don't know, maybe everyone will come to a mutual agreement or something. I don't know how exactly it's going to go, but we're going to have to deal with the problem that's at the fort. I mean, we have to deal with that problem next chapter, and I can see the final chapter being just a straight up epilogue, after 10 or 20 years later, here's what's happened to the world. Something something along those lines. I could see that happening, but other than that, I guess that's really it for my thoughts on this Attack on Titan chapter. I loved it. Okay. Just to say final words about this chapter, I do really like this chapter, because when I first read it, I was like, where is this going? But it honestly went to a direction that I kind of didn't really expect the manga to head, and I actually think that was pretty genius the way it did it. And plus, I think it's better off than God. I don't know if this was true or not, but I did hear years ago that the supposed leaked ending of the Attack on Titan manga ending at that point led to everyone dying, and this led to Isayama being like, what, I'm scrapping that ending and making a new one, and that eventually led to this right now. So I wonder, even if that was true, with all the characters essentially dying, and now with we still got, a majority of characters still alive, or the majority of the main characters still being alive. So, yeah. And also, can't wait to see the final chapter of Attack on Titan with the final, because we've seen the final panel, what it looks like with the, was it the final panel or final page? Either way, we know how, it's going to basically, the final page is going to look like. I'm just in anticipation now, which, I think, I don't know if I said this before, but I am live reacting to the final chapter of Attack on Titan. I'll read that. I'll do a live reaction like I did with the One Piece Chapter 1000 stream. For a little bit, I think Ava needs its... Hey, Ava, you can have your time to shine. But, back to it. I was thinking about maybe doing a live reaction to the next chapter. Maybe. But, definitely doing a live reaction to the final chapter. Next chapter, we'll just stay tuned to see that. And, what else I need to say? Oh, yeah, I definitely need to say this, because no one... So in the last video, I said the whole thing about, making the guess that Attack on Titan would end at chapter 136. It didn't happen, so, So in the comment section below, I'm doing a viewer request video, and I'll select one random one. So go in the comment section below and type, I don't know, a video that you want me to do. I'm literally giving you guys the free reign. And, you know, should have I done this at the beginning of the video so people will listen? Probably at this point. It's like only people who really watch all the way through, which I'm pretty sure most people don't watch all the way through if they're my videos, so they won't even see this. But if you see this, please, you know, put down a, like, just any general request of, let's say, you know, a video that you would want me to do. I'll do it within reason, within reason. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. How it could be, it just seriously just has to be in reason. I'll do it. So there's that. But yeah, I guess that's it. But yeah, I guess we'll see the Attack on Titan chapter review next time when well, actually, wait, before I end this, I guess I could talk about why I'm wearing this, you know, Snoopy, you know, I guess little shirt. I don't know, because, actually, I'm not even really sure why I wore it. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but I like peanuts. I do like peanuts. You know, I do like peanuts, you know, the shorts, the specials, the comic strips. I generally like that stuff. Like, where was that little, I forgot where I put it, but, I don't remember where I put it, but I have like this little Woodstock little tiny figure thing I have. I don't know, maybe I'll show it after the credits. Cool kid, editing myself back into the video. Yeah, this is the Woodstock little figure that I'm talking about. Let me just put this right here. I don't know how good this will, you know, show up on video, but hopefully it's good. I do definitely, you know, like peanuts, and I don't know. I have a certain, I guess, attraction to probably the character of Woodstock, probably just because of the name more than Snoopy. But yeah, you know, one of these days I could actually buy myself like a, you know, a plush of like a, I don't know, Snoopy, Woodstock, some other character. Maybe I should buy one of those anniversary ones. Those are probably going to be expensive. But yeah, I guess editing myself back into the, you know, video. Ooh, but whatever. Yeah. Just you know, hey, maybe I should make a peanut video. Maybe you guys should recommend me that. Dude, I would totally love to just like spend 30 minutes or half an hour just to talk about peanuts. But yeah, I guess this is how I'll end the video, with literally me catching up to every video that I have, you know, backed up in my pipeline. So I'm finally, I can actually do videos that I, you know, kind of wanted to do for a while. Just back up with these videos. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time in the next Attack on Titan chapter review, where you know, we'll see at the end to Eren Yeager. You know, looking at the time for this video, I swear it was going to be a lot longer, but yeah, it did good. It did good. And actually, I'm kind of thankful that I guess the Mikasa wall scroll is still here, because Mikasa died. Wait, would that be a good thing? Who knows? You know, see you later with hopefully a video I want to do for a while before, you know, the chapters come out. I have to start with those chapter reviews. So yeah, see you later. No way. I gotta have a snappy way of ending this thing. Well, it seems like the Attack Titan just couldn't attack no more. God, it is awful. It is awful. But, yeah, hey, do you guys really like that Jaws window poster I have up there?